There's a different world out there. You just don't realise what some families and what some individuals go through in life. You hear about it, you read about it in the paper, but you don't realise it's happening in your own neighbourhood.
My key role here is to ultimately look after the volunteers. So I'm responsible for ensuring they're well informed, that they're trained, and that their well-being is looked after, and making sure that we have enough volunteers rostered on each day, each week.
You take around about 40 to 50 calls a day. Some are 2 or 3 minutes, some are 10 to 15 minutes, so it's a varying call with varying languages and varying degrees of ability for people to talk.
First of all, I actively listen to them, and then I identify what kind of needs they require. Then I explain everything what I can see in our system.
Most days we take about 300 calls, so we can't always help the full 300. We might have to advise them to call back next week. We might have to advise them to use another service if we don't have anyone in that area. I know last year we did 46,000 calls that the requests actually went out to the members, and the members completed those works. So if it's anything under 300 a day, that usually means something's gone wrong with the phone system. So we can't keep up with what comes in.
Whoever's on the end of the phone, they have a need. Let's get to them if we possibly can. If we've got stuff, we should be able to share it with people and make it a better world.
I think the ability to listen, just the ability to listen, and then a little bit of experience on what you can provide and what would be the best. And the other thing is honesty. You know, if you can't do something, tell them.
Everyone's first response to something tough is to debrief with the room. So they talk to their peers first. There's always someone else in the room that's already experienced that or can relate to it. And then I always encourage people to come and have a chat. So it'll be usually in here, just sit down, take a break, tell me what happened, how we could have addressed it differently, what we could do in the future if we get more sorts of calls like that. And I just encourage them to take care of them first before anything else.
My colleagues and supervisors are really supportive for me. Every time if I want help from someone, every time they ask, Kumari, you need help from us? Yeah, they offer.
I love that I watch new volunteers start that are perhaps shy, afraid, don't really know what they've got themselves in for, and usually within a 2 or 3 week period they are flying, and they're moved away from that, am I okay to do this role, to I'm so glad I'm doing this role.
So I think when I first started, I thought I'd never get the hang of the computers and all that sort of stuff. And I had lovely people to, teach me, and you just get confidence after a while and sort of think, well, I can do this, and then you work to do it better.
Socially, it's lovely. I count amongst them friends now, more so than work colleagues.
So I know at the end of each day we've helped at least 250 people at least.
But at the end of the day, when we all go home, each weekday from here, we do have a sense of, well, we've done something.
I have no words to express my gratitude to St. Vincent de Paul Society, because they genuinely help people.
The satisfaction that you can go home and thinking about, help that family, or you go home with your head held high,
Sometimes that conversation with them is more important than the actual material aid that they might receive later. And then they know that if St. Vincent de Paul is their port of call, we helped them once, it was an easy phone call, I'll ring them again next time, I won't be so afraid. So that's my favourite part, is I guess removing the fear from someone that we're here to help and it's okay to ask.